Welcome to the Human 5.0 Project, the podcast where we cut straight to the breakthroughs that matter, the show where science meets self-optimization. I'm your host, Ultimate Biohacker 10X, and here we break down the real research, real data, and real dosing behind modern biohacking, from compounds and peptides to techniques, devices, lifestyle strategies, and performance protocols. Most people jump in and jump out before they get the gold, so we're keeping it tight and delivering the essential insights you need without the fluff. If you've taken the time to hit play, we'll make sure you walk away with valuable knowledge that can transform your approach to longevity, health optimization, and beyond. Hey loyalists, biohackers, and longevity rebels, this is Ultimate Biohacker 10X firing up the mic again. We're here to stretch your timeline, bulletproof your cells, and make every extra year feel like 20. Welcome back to the Human 5.0 Project. Today we're diving into methylation, the body's hidden engine for energy, mood, detox, and longevity. We'll cover what it is, how to spot deficiency, if testing matters, methylated vitamins versus regular, the gut's role, and practical protocols to optimize. Let's go get it. Methylation is a simple but essential biochemical process that happens billions of times a day in every cell. It's the transfer of a methyl group, which would be one carbon and three hydrogens, from one molecule to another. This tagging regulates gene expression, basically epigenetics, which would be turning genes on and off without changing your DNA. It detoxifies chemicals and hormones, it synthesizes neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, it repairs DNA, and maintains cell membranes. Without it, you get fatigue, mood disorders, inflammation, hormone imbalance, and even accelerated aging. It's like your body's software update system. You keep it running smoothly, and everything works better. So why do we care? Well, methylation deficiency often stems from MTHFR gene variants, which can affect up to 40% of people and can reduce enzyme efficiency by 30 to 70%. Signs include chronic fatigue, brain fog, anxiety, depression, high homocysteine levels, infertility, cardiovascular issues, and poor detox. Good news is that there is testing for this. The MTHFR gene test, which runs about $100 to $200, checks for variants. It's useful for personalization and for treatment plans. There's a homocysteine blood test, which runs about $50, which is a proxy for the methylation status. And the goal would be to have less than 9 micromoles per liter. High levels can mean increased heart risk. There's a methylmalonic acid test for B12-related issues. So does testing matter? Yes, if symptoms persist, despite basics, it guides the use of methylated vitamins. For most people, starting with a homocysteine test is enough. And if it's normal, you're likely fine. Vitamins like folate, or B9, and B12 are crucial methylation cofactors. The regular forms you often see, like folic acid and cyanocobalamin, need to be converted in the body. This conversion process can be inefficient, especially those with the MTHFR gene variant. That's where methylated versions like methylfolate, or 5-MTHF, and methylcobalamin come in. They're pre-activated and more bioavailable. So why do methylated vitamins matter? Well, for people with MTHFR variants, these forms can be absorbed up to 7 times better than their regular counterparts. They support methylation without the risk of unmetabolized folic acid building up, and they don't mask a B12 deficiency the way folic acid can. So if you have an MTHFR variant or show symptoms of poor methylation like chronic fatigue, brain fog, or elevated homocysteine, methylated vitamins can be a game changer. For example, methylfolate can reduce homocysteine levels by 20 to 30% more effectively than regular folic acid. Methyl B12 can improve mood and neurological function in those who are deficient. Do you need them? Well, if you have an MTHFR mutation or symptoms of methylation issues, the answer is likely yes. Otherwise, a balanced diet with regular B vitamins might be enough. You just need to be mindful not to overdo folate. 400 to 800 micrograms of methylfolate and around 1,000 micrograms of methyl B12 daily is a good starting point. Just a quick add-on regarding the folic acid fiasco in pregnant women. This issue started getting real attention in the literature around 2005 to 2006 when researchers first documented unmetabolized folic acid, or UMFA, showing up in blood plasma after supplementation, even at standard doses. The problem boiled down to this. A big chunk of pregnant women, up to 1 in 3, carry the MTHFR variant. Their livers can't crank out enough methylfolate from plain folic acid, so unmetabolized chunks just pile up in the blood. What happens then? Well, first off, those extra bits block real folate transporters, starving the baby of what it needs for spinal tube closure. Hello, spina bifida risk. It shot way up until we added more folic acid to foods anyway. Second, high unmethylated folic acid masks low B12, so anemia or nerve damage gets missed until it's late. And the nasty ones we see the most, irritability, insomnia, even hair thinning in moms, plus kids who wind up with subtle speech delays or ADHD flags. So the science has been building for almost 20 years now, but it only hit mainstream functional medicine and longevity circles hard in the last decade, which is why most OBs were still pushing 5 milligrams of folic acid blindly until very recently. All of this from overdosing a vitamin we thought was harmless. Turns out if you can't methylate it, it backfires hard. So how about the gut's role? Yogurt, bacteria, and methylation? Well, your gut microbiome plays a massive role in methylation. While the bacteria in yogurt don't directly methylate, they do influence your epigenetics by producing B vitamins and short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, and this can support DNA methylation patterns. Essentially, a healthy gut microbiome helps provide the cofactors you need for efficient methylation. If your gut is out of balance, which we call dysbiosis, it can disrupt methylation and lead to inflammation and poor detoxification. So probiotics like those found in yogurt and kefir can help, but to support methylation, focus on a rich fiber diet that promotes butyrate production and includes fermented foods for B vitamin producers. Okay, so let's talk some practical steps. Daily basics would include a diet rich in natural methyl donors, like leafy greens, eggs, liver, and beets. Supplements like TMG, or trimethylglycine, at 500 to 1,000 milligrams can provide an extra methyl donor. A B complex with methylated forms is a great foundation. If you find you're deficient, consider adding 800 micrograms of methylfolate, 1,000 micrograms of methyl B12, and 50 milligrams of B6. And that's on a daily basis. Retest homocysteine every 3 months and adjust if it's above 9. For advanced strategies, you can stack with choline from eggs or lecithin to support SAM-E production. Also manage stress and get enough sleep because cortisol can interfere with methylation. Methylation isn't just a trendy topic, it's a foundational piece of the puzzle for energy, mood, and detox. Fix your methylation and you'll notice a real difference in how you feel. And that got me thinking. Let's check out this episode's cheat sheet over at the show notes, which are listed below. Stay hacked, stay curious, stay unbreakable. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to the Human Upgrade Project. If you found value in today's episode, share it with someone who's ready to elevate their biology. Make sure to follow the show for weekly deep dives into peptides, protocols, devices, lifestyle strategies, and the science of high-performance longevity. Until next time, stay curious, stay optimized, and stay 10x.